Assalamualaikum and greeting to all who watch my video. My name is Hajatul Azwat Binti Zainal with metric number AN180249. My main supervisor is Engineer Technologist Muhammad Izzuddin bin Mahidin. My co-supervisor is Encik Muhammad Faiz bin Abdul Latif. And my industrial supervisor is Ms. Tan Siu Ling from YTL Construction Sdn Bhd. In this video, I would like to present my final year project 2 entitled The Study of Encumbrances during project execution of construction for Gemas Johor Bahru Electrified Double Track Project GJBEDTP in Malaysia. In this presentation, I will include an introduction, literature review, methodology, result and discussion, and also conclusion of my project. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the poster for my final year project. Abstract. Basically, this study is focusing on finding the factor affecting project execution in construction project, namely railway transportation, which can cause delay and cost increases such as encumbrances. Thus, this study aims to identify and analyze the types of encumbrances that existed during the project execution, specifically for Gemas Johor Bahru Electrified Double Track Project GJBEDTP. Then, the possible solutions to solve the encumbrances was also discovered together with the impacts of such issues to the project execution. Accordingly, it was found that the issues depend on the area within the right-of-way of GJBEDTP, with the most populated area having the most encumbrances. Also, the impact of these encumbrances has indicated project has been delayed since the estimation time to resolve the encumbrances is required depending on types of solution, which is thus affect the progress of other construction. Hence, this integrated approach is expected to be implemented in the industry to develop strategies to overcome delays and cost increases in any project execution of construction project. Introduction. Nowadays, railway transportation plays a vital role in the Malaysia's economy, particularly as being the primary mode of intercity and interstate passenger transportation, which resulting in high demand for public transportation. However, there are a few factors affecting project execution in railway construction projects, such as encumbrances that existed in the right-of-way of the railway track. For example, encroachment, land, road, and many more. These encumbrances were the most concern that caused the project's delay due to multiple challenges that arose throughout execution, and so appropriate solutions by the authorities were implemented to resolve the issues. Therefore, the aim of this study is to identify and analyze type of encumbrances in project execution for Gemas Johor Bahru Electrified Double Track Project GJBEDTP. Hence, the impacts of the encumbrances to the project execution was discovered by elucidate the estimation time required for such possible solution applied that have been analysed according to the categories and issues. Literature review. A number of 258 transportation projects were discovered by Chapman et al. And Nguyen et al., where 90% of them were over budget, delay, and failure to fulfill the quality standard. This has proven by Ramli et al. As considering to the vast area of land covered for this type of project, encumbrances has become a major concern because it may disrupt the right-of-way ROW of the railway line, which it affect the most in project progress during project execution of the construction project. A research that has been made and reviewed by GJBEDTP team stated that types of encumbrances that commonly existed in construction project are encroachment, squatters, and land, where it arises according to many factors such as changes in design, populated area, and so on. However, statements of needs for GJBEDTP mention that regardless of the encumbrances that existed in such a project, there must be specific parties and authorities in charge of resolving it. The contractor and government representative, together with the close coordination, liaison, and approvals from numerous local authorities and statutory bodies, as well as other third parties such as private developer and nearby landowners, will be required for any design changes, resolving the encumbrances and execution of the works. Methodology. This research has three major parts of the methodology. The first is data observation, which identifies type of encumbrances as factor affecting project execution for Gemas Johor Bahru Electrified Double Track Project GJBEDTP. The data has been collected from the master list data by GJBEDTP teams, which include the encumbrances issues since the construction start, which on December 2016 until April 2022. A parameter review on types of encumbrances and possible solution from the industry data were analysed and discussed in this study in order to identify and analyse the encumbrances as factor affecting in project execution for GJBEDTP. Then, the analysis of data will take by table and chart as to discover the impacts of the encumbrances to the project execution, where then a discussion will be made in order to prevent the causes of delay by the encumbrances, which referring to the estimation time required. Last but not least, the conclusion and recommendation are provided in this study. The overview of the methodology of this study is summarized in Figure 1. Result and discussion. So, this GJBEDTP has 5 sections along the line, which include 4 districts in total, including Johor Bahru, Segamat, Kluang, and Kulai. From Table 1, it is obvious that Johor Bahru has the highest number with 84 issues, meanwhile Kulai has the lowest number with merely 28 issues. Besides, Table 1 shows that structure has the most issues of encumbrances among the other type with 155 issues. In addition, Figure 2 has illustrated that Johor Bahru ranked first among other districts for type of encumbrances in structure categories. Because after the data has been analysed, the reason of why Johor Bahru has the highest issue of encumbrances is because it is the most populated area, which is influenced by the number of squatters in that area. As stated by Othman, the government of Johor has identified 6,972 families that continue to live in squatter areas across the state. The number was collected through a census performed on last June 2019, where Johor Bahru had the most families with 5,158, meanwhile at several places such as Kluang had 0 number of squatters. Moving to the part of the solution that applied by the contractor in order to solve the highest encumbrances in GJBEDTP, which is structure, we can see that eviction or notice 4 to 5 rank first with 112 issues. This is because in collaboration with the authorities concerned, the Railway Asset Corporation RAC and KTMB will organize for the eviction of all squatters within the existing railway land, as well as all acquired land and the right-of-way of the approved corridor that affected the execution of the construction works. All federal and state government lands, individuals, corporations, and other entities shall include as approved for the project work, which is eviction or notice 4 to 5. Meanwhile, Table 2 depicts the estimation time required for each encumbrances listed in GJBEDTP with a specific solution. The estimation time shows that the contractor needs to solve the issues within those time, and sometimes it might be exceeded depending on the action and response of the parties involved. Structure, encroachment, and house of worship have 2 standard solutions, which is avoid and also eviction or demolition, which both required 6 to 12 months and 1 month respectively. As mentioned before, structure has the most significant number of issues in encumbrances, which is 155. This can be concluded that the project has over-delayed from its planning time. This is because the issues of encumbrances arise from time to time during the project execution, overruling the actual time. Therefore, such a plan to overcome and resolve the delay in the encumbrances must be planned properly. As a result, effective time management for the construction project is essential in reducing the risk of project delays. Conclusion. In the conclusion, this study successfully achieved the objective where the types of encumbrances identified from GJBEDTP are factors affecting the project execution, which include 5 categories, which are road, structure, land, house of worship, and encroachment. The data for types of encumbrances that obtained from the master list data were analysed and shows that the issues are depending to the area within right-of-way, where the most populated area has the most issues of encumbrances existed. As a result, Johor Bahru ranks first among other districts as it is the most populated area, which also leads to increase the squatters within that area, where it then influences the number of issues for type of encumbrances, namely structure. The impact to these encumbrances has shown that the project delay as the estimation time to solve the encumbrances is required based on the types and solution, which then it does affect other construction progress. Gantt chart. Here is the planning activities or Gantt chart for my final year project too. That's all from me. Thank you.